Welcome back to Rowrah for the Cool FAB British Minibikes Championship. It's the MIniGP50 class up next. Lewis Jones is in that class. His brother Elliot joins me. He's in the Minimoto rookie class. You may have seen him earlier on. But for you guys, you've joined Team 151 this year, and you had an amazing step forward at the last round. You both finished fourth in the televised races. Now, we've said before in this championship, you have to run round. You pretty much learn while you're racing. So you've pretty much got to start running around at the back while you're getting to learn the bike. But amazing step forward for you. I'll ask you first, Lewis. You're obviously on the more difficult bike, a full 6-speed machine. I'm sure it's been quite frustrating for you running around at the back, but an amazing leap forward last time, 4th place finish, and a great result, great performance as well. What are you putting that down to?
Well, I'm putting that down for me as like my best result of the season, and I'm hoping to maybe progress on that throughout the season coming.
And what you put the increase or an improvement in performance down to? You're obviously working with the 151 guys.
Yeah, the 151 team, Rob and Smolly, are doing a great job preparing my bike and giving me some advice while we're at the track.
And what about you, Elliot? In Minimoto Rookie, you finished 4th as well. That was a great result for you. Tattershall, a track that you've done a lot of practice on?
Yeah. Well, it's a great result for me because I'm normally like right at the back, so it's a great result.
Yeah, and it was great to see you challenging then. And what's going to be a good result for you guys then moving forward? What about you, Elliot? I guess you're going to be looking for top 3s now, are you?
I'm hoping for a podium tomorrow, but
we'll see. We'll see. It's going to take some doing, that's for sure. What about you, Lewis? Here at Rowrah, is this a track you know well?
Not really. This is my first time at Rowrah this weekend on the mesh kit. But I'm running mid-pack, which is all right, but I need to be kind of moving on now because we've got qualifying next, so I need to be up there and mixing with the front guys.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, after chatting with the Jones boys, I caught up with the championship leader in both MIniGP classes, Casey O'Gorman. Casey, your performances this year have been quite remarkable. 18 races across the MIniGP50 and 70 classes, and you've won them all. That is an amazing statistic, not least because normally you'd expect to have some sort of mechanical issues possibly. Can you keep this going?
I hope so, but the 50 this weekend's been hard as well.
With anybody's success and the sort of success you're having, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that help you. Who particularly do you want to thank?
Orangey, Jamman, Kabuto, Ace Science, and my family.
And your mum and dad, I know your dad particularly puts a lot of work in. You're in 3 classes. Is he running all 3 bikes?
Yeah.
So he's got to be doing all that work. What do you want to say to your dad? No, it's a week after Father's Day, but what Father's Day message can you give your dad? Happy Father's Day, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck today.
Thank you.
He's a remarkable talent, Casey O'Gorman. Still quite shy, as you can see from that interview. Let's have a look at the grid for MIniGP50. It is Casey O'Gorman on pole. 9 wins from 9 races in the MIniGP50 class. Emmanuel Brinton goes off P2. 7 podiums this season. 1 podium for James Cook. He goes off P3. Off P4, it's Ollie Walker, the stalker. Number 48, he's riding, the 10-year-old from Somerset. Josh Bannister goes off P5 riding the 2 bike. He's had 3 podiums himself. Kyle Payne's had a podium. He rides the 25 machine going off P6. Lewis Jones, the aforementioned that we interviewed earlier, goes off P7, 12 years of age from Wellesby. Dylan Mellor comes next off P8. He's had a couple of podiums this season. Mason Johnson has had a podium, but down on P9 today. On P10, it's Eddie O'Shea, the 11-year-old from Leicestershire. Going off P11, we have Thomas Gomez, 3 podiums, well out of position for Thomas down on P11. Off P12, it's Harrison Crosby, 12 years of age, from Ashford in Kent. Then comes Cameron Saul riding the 100 bike. He goes off, unlucky for some, 13. James Rose Jr. comes next off P14. He's well out of position as well. Alfie Davidson rides the 8 bike, 9 years of age, from Leyland, goes off P15. Off P16, out of position, it's Ryan Hitchcock riding the 43 bike. And rounding out the grid off P17, his first appearance, I think it is, in the MIniGP50 class, is Alessandro Valenti. The starter, Leanne Clowes, leaves the grid, points at the lights, but we got a couple of bikes creeping. I think she's going to have to come back on. Yes, she does. You're going to have to get those bikes back into position. Saves giving them a penalty for a full start, of course. I'm going to hand over to my commentary colleague. Some say I am the little bits of coconut on his snowballs. Here's Jake Sanson.
I tell you what, I'm hoping my mother's not listening. Goodness me, it's one way to describe it. Fortunately, the tension is not going to get the better of these riders. Casey O'Gorman's got a terrible start. My goodness, that's the first big moment of his season where it's all gone wrong. 9 race wins thus far this year, and now he has tumbled down the order. Brinton's got the advantage.
I think he went through the chicane in, what, 7th place? Hold tight, boys. It's going to kick off now.
Well, second position, James Cook running in there behind Emmanuel Brinton. Casey O'Gorman's going to charge his way through. He's already made up 1. He's up to 6th position, so this is going to be a different kind of demonstration from Casey O'Gorman. We've seen him dominate races all year. Now watch him charge through. He's 5th now, up into the right-hander. Goodness me, so Brinton is your leader. He's also going to carry our onboard camera. This is what he sees just on the top of the mudguard. Brilliant shots here from Brinton as you get to see this picturesque circuit from on board the top of the wheel. Effectively, Brinton, Cook, then it is the 25 of Carl Payne in front of Walker. Watch Casey O'Gorman, he's already trying to make up a place. So this is going to be just, he's there, he's in the 4th position.
Down to another overtaking opportunity, and he takes it. Oh, what a fantastic ride this is going to be from Casey O'Gorman. Don't forget, guys, he's won all of the 9 races this season in this class, MIniGP50, and in the MIniGP70 class as well. So, 18 races this season, and he has won them all on the 6-speed machines. And the thing about this race, Jake, is unlike the mini moto races, which are 8 laps, this one's actually 11 laps, so he's got plenty of time to get there.
This is absolutely incredible. He's going to try and dive for the inside of Cook. He thinks better of it for the moment, but it looks like it's just a matter of time before he makes those moves. He's got past the riders he would really have struggled not to beat today. Now he is going to try and work his way forward to get past Brinton and Cook. O'Gorman, no surprises at all, is the fastest lap of the race.
Bannister up the inside of Mason Johnson there. Nice move into the chicane by Josh Bannister on the Dunsley Heat machine. Here they come up to Iredale's hairpin. Another great overtaking opportunity. The thing about this track is there's overtaking opportunities all over the place, and that is definitely going to suit the man there on the blue bike as he looks down the inside. Does he for second? Oh. Yes, he does, and makes it as sweet as you like.
Superb. Absolutely incredible riding from Casey O'Gorman. In a second past James Cook, and now he's got a set after Emmanuel Brinton. This kid can do no wrong at the moment, and it's only a matter of time before one of the big guns snaps him up and takes him on the GB Talent Cup. All he's got to do is turn the right age by the way things currently are. He's absolutely on the march. Meanwhile, we've got a great battle further back. Carl Payne, Ollie Walker and Dylan Mellor having an absolute tussle. Look at this as Ollie Walker trying to get one on board with Carl Payne, and Josh Bannister, he's catching these guys. Casey O'Gorman's right on the back of Emmanuel Brinton. Yeah. Just pick the moment.
Yeah, and Johnson and O'Shea there having their own little battle, the two of them trying to get onto the back of the 3-4 bikes in front of them. But here comes the championship leader, going to look down the inside of Brinton now, I think.
Oh, he's already there.
Into the Stuart S's and makes the move.
How does he do it? This man is born to ride. Absolutely incredible from Casey O'Gorman. Emmanuel Brinton in second place. His job is now just to hustle in behind and hope that Casey O'Gorman makes a mistake. That start was the only mistake, really, though, that Casey O'Gorman has made all season, and he got it back pretty quick.
I'm Not sure what the problem was with the bike, or whether he let the clutch out too quickly. He just didn't quite get off the line though, dropped down immediately to 7th, but now back in front, and this is the main battle now with Carl Payne leading the chase group. Fantastic shots once again from the drone. It really does give you a great overall view of the race action.
Payne, Walker, Mellor and Bannister, and Payne makes a mistake. Walker's got through on the exit of McRae's, and now there's a chance that Mellor could get the move into Iredale's as well. So now it is Walker from Payne, Mellor and Bannister. Mason Johnson's not too far away. Then we have O'Shea and Gomez still in the top 10. Good consistent points from them if they can stay where they are. Then it is Jones, Crosby, Rose, Davidson, Sewell and Hitchcock. Very exciting battle here as here comes Bannister trying to make the move on Mellor before he can make the move on Kyle Payne. Really exciting battles, but Walker, having got through into 4th position, now has Payne dropping back behind him as Bannister goes for the move on Mellor. Too far back, never going to make that one stick.
Yeah, Johnson and O'Shea just in behind them, here they come. Johnson on the lean green M&L electrical machine, and Eddie O'Shea racing for Bournemouth Kawasaki, there they are.
Josh Bannister really starting to pick himself back up after his younger days when, of course, he was branded as a WD-40 racer. For whatever reason, that deal ended, and now he has started to pick himself back into a strong performance again. Dives for the inside, not quite close enough to Mellor to make the move. Then it's Johnson and O'Shea. Now keep an eye on Eddie O'Shea. We know how good he is when he's got the bike underneath him, exactly how he likes it. He's almost unstoppable. He's a very, very good rider indeed, and he just keeps getting better. Mason Johnson is going to have his work cut out to keep him back. Here's that battle again for 4th position, with Walker just a little way in front of Carl Payne now. Mellor trying to get there. Josh Bannister still swarming all over the back to try and find a way to zip by. He's not able to get on the inside line, so they come off the turn, and it's still Payne, Mellor and Bannister at it for 5th place.
Yeah, looks like Walker's just put a little bit of a gap between the 3 behind, just take a little bit of pressure off himself. That's Johnson and O'Shea going through the chicane, down to McRae's hairpin. Having a look up the inside there was... what was that? That was Dylan Mellor, I think.
It was, and he's run wide.
Payne. That could cost him.
Bannister on the inside, is he? No, not quite. He has to come back out of it in the end, so not exactly where he wanted to be, so he's going to have to try something else. He gets good speed off of Iredale's up towards St John's through the right-hander, sweeping all the way through, and that's a good 115-degree corner, that one. He isn't quite able to make it work. He now tightens his way back up for St John's through the right into the left at Sunny. A very tight corner this. We saw that little collision between the rookie riders, I should say. We saw Hitchcock and Sims come a cropper there in the last race. So now they're going to have to try again. Up onto the turn they will come into the S's, and Bannister looking very hungry behind Dylan Mellor.
4 laps to go. Top left of the riders on your screen there tells you how many laps are remaining. 4 to go, and I think this battle for 5th, 6th and 7th, here it is going to go all the way to the line, the way things are going. That's Carl Payne out front with Dylan Mellor on the 31, the red bike. And just in behind Dylan Mellor is Josh Bannister on that Dunsley heat machine, trying to turn up the heat, but can't quite get it done through the Stewart S's. I say Stewart S's, they don't actually go through the chicane at the bottom of the S's there. On the bikes, the karts do, but on the bikes they don't, they just go around the outside, the gearbox karting circuit effectively.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be an interesting run. Bannister dives on the inside of Mellor. He gets him after a long effort there. He manages to dive on the inside of the final turn of the pit bend. Beautifully done there by Josh Bannister. He was dialing that in for quite a long time. He was reading where Dylan Mellor was going to put the bike. He was just finding an opportunity where he could get on the brakes, where he could put the bike in terms of the stance, and now he's going straight for Carl Payne. He's going to go diving up the inside. He's going to get them both.
Nice. Josh Bannister up to 5th place, and can he hunt down Ollie Walker now? That's Walker going through the S's at the bottom of the circuit.
Oh, this is the best ride I've seen from Bannister since he was in Minimotos. This is absolutely terrific. Bannister is back, and he is absolutely flying here at Rowrah as he goes through St John's into Sunny. He is looking absolutely perfect at the moment. He's got a bit of time to make up, and unfortunately for him, he's only got 2 laps to do it. Oh, O'Shea's down at Sunny, so a couple of corners back from this. We've lost O'Shea. You can just see him.
Yeah, just see him on the left there from the drone. I just saw him in the background from the main camera position there. Just lost it going through the left-hander.
Such a shame.
Eddie down. There he is.
Yeah, Mason Johnson is free for the moment. Thomas Gomez and Lewis Jones move their way up into the top 10. Eddie O'Shea's doing exactly what he should do. Back on the bike, keep going. You're a fighter, don't give it up.
Yeah, you got to finish, of course, to score points. If you don't finish, if you DNF in any race, you don't score any points. So even if you can score a couple of points, I think top 15 do score, and he's down in 15, so it'll probably be worth a point to him, but better than 0.
There is Kyle Payne trying to chase back after Josh Bannister, who is absolutely monstering away from them. Looks like a comfortable top 5 finish for Bannister. Into the last lap though, Casey O'Gorman. How does he do it? I genuinely haven't got a clue. 52.6. I mean, we've been talking about the top talent in British Moto GP riders for quite a long time. We've obviously got a couple of really top talented racers up there in the international field at the moment, with the likes of Cal Crutchlow, and you know, on the World Superbike front we've got the Lowe's brothers, of course. But this man, Casey O'Gorman, looks set to be, if he keeps up this kind of momentum and goes into international racing, I mean, this could be the next best rider since Barry Sheen. He genuinely has this kind of ability as he goes through St John's, the right-hander, sweeping through into Sunny, dropping to 7th place at the start. He's still able to ride his way back. He checks over his shoulder. Where is everybody? Well, that's how good you are, Casey. Out of the final turn, 10 out of 10. Absolutely phenomenal. Brinton comes home 2nd, from James Cook in 3rd, and Ollie Walker in 4th. A great ride back from Josh Bannister. There he is. He comes home in the top 5, but none of them could handle Casey O'Gorman again today. What have they got to do to beat him? Absolutely amazing, his MIniGP50 season. Nice bit of battling to the end as James Rose tries to hang on in front of Harrison Crosby. Crosby's going to try and get himself into 11th position on Rose, right to the bitter end. Comes out of the final turn. Can he get on the power and get alongside? Nope, it's going to be Rose who just gets there in front of Harrison Crosby. Great race back, though, from Casey O'Gorman, who saves his bacon after a disappointing start. Brinton in 2nd from Cook, Walker, and the resurgent Josh Bannister. Great to see him back in fighting form. And what do you know? Casey O'Gorman just makes it the 4th hat-trick in a row. 12 race wins out of 12. He has the perfect score of 300. It's a video game-style season. Brinton is there in 2nd. James Cook and Josh Bannister are close in the battle for 3rd, with Gomez in 5th. More action here at Rowrah from the Minimoto Elites in Part 3.